You will no longer need PVCs to vote. Inec proposes to Nigeria. See this one, see this man, crook. A crook, that is what you are. You are proposing and we don't need PVC. So what are we going to need to vote on? What are we going to need to vote? You know that they've seen the way you rig election. You want to try another way to rig election again. We will not need PVCs. What are they going to need? It will no longer be compulsory for Nigerians to use their permanent voters card to vote in coming election. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, is proposing. What are you proposing? INEC Chairman Mahmood Yakubu, while speaking at the quarterly consultative meeting with resident electoral commissions, RECs, in Abuja on Thursday, said this can be made possible using computer-generated voting slip. Rigging about to start. You want to generate computer voting slip where your beavers did not work. Your IRF portal is not working. You now want to generate computer slip. abeg, go and sit down one place. According to Yakubu, PVC should not be the sole requirement for voting in Nigeria. He said that with the help of the bimodal voter accreditation system, BVAS, voting process can be made easy. Since when? Since when have you been saying that this BVAS will make voting process easy, and every time it is time for election, your BVAS suddenly stops working? Your BVAS no longer works. Every time there is an election, then you people have to switch to writing election votes with your hand every time. Yakubu, please stop lying to us. We already know that you are working for APC, and everything you are doing is to make sure that you rig election for them. And this one is another plan for you to rig election. People should not bring their voters card. They should go and generate slip. Abi? Okay now. He added that with the conclusion of the off-cycle elections and the 2023 general polls, now is the right time for the Commission to begin implementation of recommendations arising from the review of the last general election. Mahmoud said the Commission also believes that with the introduction of the bimodal voter accreditation system, how many times do you want to introduce this BVAS? This BVAS that is not working. There are intellectuals in this country that would do a perfect voting system that is going to work perfectly. I will not have issues, but you will not use that one. You'll be using fake ones that people went to generate and did with little money because you've pocketed the remaining one. Now you want to use another system. You've known that okay, probably people will not even come outside to vote. You now want to use slip, so that you can rig the election properly. Only. I beg you, BVAS, call BVAS. The use of permanent voters cards as a sole means of identification for voters accreditation on election day should be reviewed. Those who already have the PVCs can still use them to vote, but going forward, computer-generated slip issued to the voters or even downloaded from the Commission's website will suffice for voters accreditation. We don't hear you. This will not only save costs, it will also eliminate the issue around the collection of PVCs and the diabolical practice of buying up the cards from voters in order to disenfranchise them. He said, I beg you, there's nothing you want to say. You want to rig election, no? You see? Precious Inec says, another way of scamming our political knowledge and collective sensibilities. Criminals Tinubu and his criminals at it again. PVC should not be the sole model for voting. I thought you didn't know this before. Or you and Tinubu have orchestrated another election rigging ahead of 2027 election. Exactly. This time, Nigerians will skin you people alive because suffering is too much with Tinubu and APC. I hope Nigerians are ready to skin them alive because if they allow these people to rig again in 2027, then we are not ready. We like suffering too much. Ezeuchena says Tinubu should quickly sack this one. They are not going to sack him. They are not going to sack him because it's useful. It's very, very useful for them. Julius Umeji says because he knows Peter Obi and Atiku is coming, they are looking for another method of rigging the election. Yes, because this BVAS, she have been talking about it, but every time it doesn't work. Now you are saying you want to introduce the BVAS again. I beg you, people should pack your BVAS somewhere. Junior Boy says, Mahmoud Yakubu, let me tell you some truths. The best for you and your family is for you to resign. Nigerians don't trust you one bit. If you conduct election, the turnout will be very low because people believe you and pick winners, so nobody will waste time voting. So if you love Nigerians, please resign. Then anybody coming in, we can adopt you a system of voting. What makes you think that the next person that will come in safe will not be somebody that is appointed by APC and will still work for them? We can't trust anybody. It is only God that can intervene in our issue, or we take over the voting system by ourselves. If Nigerians are ready, we take over the voting by ourselves and let people vote. Let us be the ones counting the vote. Let us be the ones in charge and not some mumu Inec officials. Multiple says, let the youth open a GoFundMe and pay Mahmoud to allow us to choose our president this time around. Let us bribe him. Let us pay him money to probably something that is more than what the president or any other person are paying him, because it is really well. Caleb Chandler says this master riggers is just using this method to rig 2027 election. Yes, that is what they want to do. This guy is a world-renowned professor of rigging. In fact, he's a consultant of rigging. He has different ideas. He doesn't want to use the strategy they used in 2023. They want to use another strategy. You don't need to bring your PVC to vote. Just go and download. Then people will go and they will go and share slips to people and say, oh, they downloaded it online. Meanwhile, it is a lie. Then they'll start voting for everybody will start voting for APC. Then they will lie to us that APC has won the election. They should go and download slip online. I beg. Murphy Timothy says another scheme is on the pipeline. When you are fooled once, you are not a fool but twice, and you are fully baptized fool. Their result is already on their portal. Now so, if you are spiritual enough, you will see it. Victor Law says what Nigeria needs is the sanctity of the election and not the kind of technology invented. Yes, it is integrity that matters. It is the fact that people have conscience and will put the person that people actually voted for and not trying to rig election. That is all that matters. Tom Nebe says with the present INEC leadership, there is no need for voting in the first place since they declare whoever settles them well the winner. Exactly. People will not even come outside to vote in 2027. People will hardly come outside because I cannot go and stay under the sun to vote for my candidate, and at the end of the day, you rig the election and put somebody else in. So it will be really difficult for people to come outside and vote in 2027. Monday says another deceitful statement loading. What is all this for again? I beg. Sure, don't mind them. Liars. Darlington AM says you have started again. This is the same way you promised Nigerians heaven and earth that you were going to transmit results electrically in real time in the 2023 election. At last, you denied the whole thing. Now, their beavers did not work. Their IRF did not work. They started writing election results with their hands, changing results, cancelling, on national TV, and came to announce results in the middle of the night where people were sleeping. I beg, we cannot be deceived by you again. Anybody that gets deceived by this man again, then we are not ready. My listeners, over to you. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, to share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.